what makes a listing stand out in 2026. In a housing market shaped by shifting buyer expectations, rising ownership costs, and digital-first home searches, standing out has become more difficult than simply placing a property online. Today's buyers move quickly through listings, often making judgments within seconds of viewing photos or reading descriptions. In competitive regions like Pinellas County, where inventory ranges from waterfront homes to aging bungalows and modern condominiums, sellers face increasing pressure to present properties strategically. The listings that attract the strongest interest in 2026 are not always the most expensive or newly renovated. More often, they are the homes that communicate value clearly, address buyer concerns directly, and create confidence from the first impression. Buyers are more selective than before. During the height of the rapid post-pandemic housing market, buyers often overlooked imperfections simply to secure a property. That environment has changed. Higher mortgage rates, insurance costs, and affordability concerns have made buyers more cautious. Instead of rushing into decisions, many now compare listings more carefully and evaluate long-term ownership costs alongside purchase price. As a result, listings that provide transparency, strong presentation, and realistic pricing tend to perform better than those relying solely on location or market momentum. Professional photography is no longer optional. The majority of buyers begin their search online, making visual presentation one of the most influential aspects of a listing. Professional photography remains one of the clearest differentiators between listings that generate attention and those that are overlooked. Bright, properly framed images help buyers understand the layout, condition, and atmosphere of a property before scheduling a showing. In coastal markets like Pinellas County, photography also helps highlight lifestyle features such as outdoor living spaces, water views, updated patios, and natural light. Poor quality images, by contrast, can reduce perceived value regardless of the property itself. Pricing accuracy matters more in 2026. Overpricing has become increasingly risky in a more balanced market. Buyers today have greater access to comparable sales, market data, and automated valuation tools. Listings priced significantly above market expectations often remain active longer and eventually require reductions. A property that enters the market at an appropriate price typically attracts stronger early interest, which can improve negotiation leverage for sellers. In Pinellas County, where neighborhood pricing can vary dramatically within short distances, accurate local market analysis is especially important. Detailed listing descriptions build trust. Modern buyers expect more than generic descriptions filled with broad marketing language. Listings that stand out tend to provide useful, specific details about upgrades, systems, and ownership costs. Information about roof age, HVAC replacements, flood zone status, insurance improvements, and recent renovations can help buyers evaluate the property more confidently. Clear descriptions also reduce uncertainty, which has become increasingly important as buyers navigate financing and insurance challenges. Move-in readiness has gained importance. In 2026, many buyers are prioritizing properties that require fewer immediate repairs or upgrades. Higher material costs and contractor demand have made renovations more expensive and time-consuming. As a result, homes with updated systems, clean interiors, and well-maintained exteriors often attract broader interest. This does not mean every home must be fully renovated. However, properties that appear cared for and functional tend to perform more competitively. Transparency around insurance and flood risk. In Florida, insurance has become a central concern for many buyers. Listings that proactively address roof condition, flood insurance requirements, elevation details, or storm mitigation upgrades can reduce hesitation during the buying process. In Pinellas County, where coastal exposure influences both insurance costs and buyer decision-making, transparency about these issues has become a meaningful advantage. Sellers who provide documentation early often help transactions move more smoothly. Lifestyle features continue to drive attention. While practical concerns dominate many buyer conversations, lifestyle still matters. Outdoor spaces, energy efficiency, home office flexibility, and walkable locations remain highly desirable features. In Florida markets, screened patios, updated windows, shaded yards, and storm preparedness features can also strengthen buyer interest. The key difference in 2026 is that buyers increasingly evaluate lifestyle benefits alongside financial practicality. Presentation extends beyond the home. The overall experience surrounding a listing now influences buyer perception as much as the property itself. Responsive communication, organized showing access, digital brochures, floor plans, and virtual tours all contribute to how professionally a listing is perceived. In competitive markets, small presentation details can influence whether buyers move forward or continue searching elsewhere. Local market perspective, Pinellas County. Pinellas County continues to attract buyers seeking coastal living, established neighborhoods, and proximity to major employment and entertainment areas. However, inventory diversity also means buyers have more choices than in previous years. This has increased the importance of presentation, pricing strategy, and transparency. Listings that address modern concerns such as insurance costs, maintenance history, and move-in readiness are often better positioned to attract serious buyers. The bottom line. In 2026, standing out in the housing market requires more than visibility. It requires credibility, preparation, and strategic presentation. Buyers are approaching purchases with greater scrutiny, particularly in markets shaped by insurance costs, affordability pressures, and evolving market conditions. Listings that combine strong visuals, realistic pricing, detailed information, and buyer-focused transparency are more likely to capture attention and generate meaningful interest. For sellers, the goal is no longer simply to list a home. It is to present a property in a way that aligns with how buyers evaluate value today.